Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 21st Annual Cyprus Summit and to Economist Impact as the host. My name is John Peet. I've chaired these summits a few times before, but it's a great pleasure to be back. And the weather this weekend has been fantastic. My sort of feeling about the Eastern Mediterranean region and the Mediterranean region generally is that there are two sort of halves of it. Economically, it looks quite good. I've been covering the Eurozone for over 20 years, and I'm used to the idea that people say, well, the North is okay, but the South is doing very badly. It seems to be the other way around. The South is okay, the North is doing quite badly, and particularly France and Germany. So that bit of the picture looks quite good to me. But the geopolitical background for all of us is, if anything, worse than it was a year ago. We have a possible peace settlement in Israel-Gaza, but we still have a war in Ukraine. We have trade differences, to put it mildly, with the American president. Turkey is taking another leap towards autocracy. So the geopolitical background is very testing. But the economy looks a bit better. That's my sort of general summary of where I think we are. And I'm sure that's what we will be discussing, including, we are about to discuss, both the background in the Middle East and the Cyprus problem, something we've been discussing, I would guess, for over 50 years. Joan, what do you think?
Thanks, John. Hi, everybody. My name is Joan Hoey. I've worked for the Economist Group for about 30 years, covering Europe. Published our annual Democracy Index. Well, I certainly agree with you, John, that we're living at a time of great geopolitical uncertainty and global policy uncertainty as well. And few people know what's going to be happening next, at least in policy terms. And I don't think any country is really immune from the fallout from that uncertainty. But I think the good news about the Eastern Mediterranean region, they may not be immune to the geopolitical fallout, certainly, given the region that we're in. But I think the good news is that they are less exposed than others in Europe to the tariff wars and also the fallout from transatlantic rifts. Greece, Cyprus have also been growing very strongly, growing above the Eurozone speed limit, which I guess is not difficult, actually. But nevertheless, Greece has been growing at 2.3% the last few years. It's going to be something similar in 2025. And growth will pick up in 2026. So both Greece and Cyprus are benefiting from these very generous EU funds and also from very dynamic, robust tourism sectors as well. And obviously, Greek shipping is still something to be reckoned with. I think the other notable thing compared with the northern economies is that there's been this incredible fiscal consolidation over the past few years. And, as we know, Greece has been delivering pretty substantial primary budget surpluses over the past few years, and will do so again in 2025, which I think is a testament to some of the quite innovative policy decisions that were taken by the government in its first term, especially the digitization, which carried on in the second term, which has yielded huge revenue rewards, really, which has enabled the government in turn to actually make quite sweeping tax cuts announced in Thessaloniki by the Prime Minister. So I think both Greece and Cyprus are in quite a strong position to ride out this uncertainty and actually to carry on and probably deliver stronger growth in 2026, benefiting from these funds in particular. So, there is that north-south contrast, I think, and also the kind of economic and political one that you mentioned.